guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be filming for you this summery, glowy, bronzy, easy to achieve tutorial featuring the Jaclyn Hill palette by Morphe. I absolutely love this look. I've been doing it all summer in a couple of different variations, but I hope that you guys enjoy it. I won't ramble, I'll just go ahead and get started with the look. So if you want to see how I got this, then please keep watching. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to prime my skin using the Smashbox primer water. I have been using this a lot lately and just rediscovered how much I love it. And then I kind of just fan it off a little bit just to make it dry a little quicker. For foundation, I have raved about this to you guys. This is the Dior Skin Forever SPF 35 foundation, and I absolutely love this foundation. I love the way that it makes my skin look. And I have been applying it with the brush. I'm going to be using this Eco Tools Flat Top Kabuki. I don't know why, I just really like it. I am in the shade Desert Beige. So I usually do about like 2 pumps. So this foundation is so nice because it is really, really good at like covering your skin to make you look even, but you can still tell that there are, you know, freckles and things like that that I love. And then really what else it does is that it gives you this beautiful sheen. So you're not matte and you're not flat, but you're not like super shiny or dewy. It's like, I don't know how to explain it, but I just love it. And if you want any more coverage, just add another layer and just kind of pounce on top of it. If you do more circular motions on top, it might buff away some of the product, but you can definitely add layers to this foundation. We're gonna go in next with a cream bronzer. This is the Benefit Dew the Hoola, and I always put this on with like an angled kabuki brush, but I'm gonna put some on the back of my hand first, and I'm going to kind of put it in the areas that I want it with my finger, and then we will blend it in with the kabuki brush. Feel free to use like a beauty blender or anything else that you have, but I just like this method. I just basically put it in all the areas that I would normally contour. This is a super light product, so you don't need a ton of it, but I'm just gonna put it around like my jawline as well. You could do your nose, you could do anything that you normally contour, and I'm just going to lightly buff this all into the skin. This just gives you like a really nice natural glow. I love, love, love cream products in the summertime. Sometimes do like another layer, just because I like to look a little bit more bronzy. Okay, so you can see that we're like nice and bronzy and glowy and dewy looking, but next I'm just going to go in with a little bit of concealer. I'm still loving the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, but I've just realized that it offers way more coverage than like I think that I need, so I've just been doing like the tiniest bit like that. A little bit down the bridge of my nose, a little bit on my forehead, and the tiniest bit on my chin. I realize that I just don't need as much as I think I need, like if my skin is looking pretty good, and right now it is, so I'm going to blend this in with the damp beauty blender. I'm just going to put the excess on my lids to use that as a shadow primer. So the trick for me is to just look up so that the skin is like at its tightest, and then it's not settling into the fine lines, and just pressing that into the skin. So you can just see like how highlighted and bright that makes you look. But it's still relatively natural. We didn't cover too much. So then I'm going to just lightly set those areas only with the Airspun formula. Any translucent powder will do. This is just the one that I've been using lately. I just take this Sigma tapered highlighter, and I like barely put any product on, and I just tap really lightly under the skin, and then, or under the eye, and then really lightly on that lid for a shadow base. And then all the other places that we highlighted, and then the only other place that I will use this powder is like in my smile lines. If you need to powder your entire face, I know some people do, and I totally get it. My favorite right now is this Charlotte Tilbury Airbrushed Flawless Finish powder. Normally I won't do this, but I'll just show you for camera like how light that you can do this, and this is such a finely milled powder that if you like barely tap into like some sort of brush like this where it's duo fibered, that will give you like the lightest application, and you can like barely press this into the skin and you'll be good to go. Doesn't add any coverage, it just is like something that will like absorb that foundation and make sure that it doesn't move and doesn't like transfer or anything like that throughout the day. So next I'm going to be doing my brows, and I because this is like a quick summer glowy, I'm not going to do like a completely perfectly sculpted brow. So what I've been loving for the summer and just like a quick everyday is this NYX pencil, and I'm in the shade Taupe. And basically, let me zoom you in, I am just going like really, really lightly under the brow in just the sparse areas. I'm going to fill up anywhere that's missing hair. Do the same thing to the top and do the same thing to the tail. And I'm not like fully doing a thick brow, and it just looks kind of natural and like a little fluffy, if you can see. And I'm really liking that look right now. Okay, so once you have the brow shape that you want, that you desire, I always kind of check in like a more magnifying mirror to see if they look even, and they look pretty good. So the way that I've been setting them, and I know this isn't like meant to set, but it's the Subtle Brow Highlight by Benefit. And I just like that it kind of adds some dimension and like different tones so that it really does look natural, and you can't see the difference between the color of the pencil and then the color of your natural brow. So that's just the way I've been setting them. For the eyes, we're gonna do something super simple. This is what I've been doing every day, and the only palette I've been using is the Jaclyn Hill palette. You guys, this is from Morphe. It's amazing, it's affordable. I'm sure I've mentioned it before this video, if I haven't. You've heard everybody talk about it. It's awesome. So I've been taking like a super fluffy shadow brush, and I've been dunking into the color Silk Cream, which, let me show you it. So this is the color Silk Cream, a super neutral brown, but it is definitely on the warmer side, but it would go with like any skin tone. So I'm just fluffing this into my crease using a super big and fluffy brush, and I'm being pretty messy with it. Like, I don't have really any rhyme or reason. Sometimes I go even like faster than this, and it's kind of funny because I'm like, I literally can do this look so quick. Then I take an even more fluffy brush. This is the Morphe R37. It's like a super, super fluffy brush. And the color that I've been taking for this is the color Butter, just right here. So I tap the excess off, and I am just, again, running this through the crease, just right over that shade that we just did to give a super blown out, like orangey brown, but really still natural look. Okay, and then the last shade that I've been using is the color Pooter, which is so funny. It's right next to that, it's right here. And this is an M441 brush by Morphe. Again, just tapping a little bit in, and I focus this one more on the outer V, so I'm kind of pressing it messily, as you can see, right onto my like lash line, and then blending it up into the other two colors. So same thing on this side. Really messy, nothing too fancy, and then blending that up into the other shades. Then I'm just gonna go back in with the original shade Silk Cream just to make sure everything is nice and blended. Like, the only thing missing is like a banana yellow, which is like typically what I like. So what I've been doing is I go back into this Charlotte Tilbury powder, because that is kind of like exactly the color that I'm looking for, and I've been using that on my lid. If you want a shimmery shade, Jaclyn has about 100 that are beautiful, but I've just been putting this like right on the inner corner to kind of transition those shades, and it's not pigmented, it's not really gonna do much, but I just like a lighter inner corner. And then to highlight the eye, oh my gosh, these two shades, Beam and In Light, are amazing. I don't have one that I prefer more. I love them both so much, these two. But I guess today we'll just do Beam. No difference to me. They're both amazing, and I'm just lining right below my brow bone, and like, oh, it is so pigmented, you guys, so just be careful. You can always add more, but it is so pigmented. And then I do the same thing with the color in the inner corner. And this is blinding, you guys. Like, look at that. So bright and pretty. And then actually I just been blending it out with my finger. So for bronzer, I have been absolutely loving, loving, loving this Too Faced Sun Bunny bronzer. And then I've been reaching for this old brush that I used to rave about for bronzer. It's just a Morphe fan brush. So I just kind of dip the product in, tap off the excess, and it's such a good bronzing brush for this look, because I just want like this super sun-kissed glowy look, and this like perfectly can fit in all the spots that I would want, you know, like the high points and just like the places I would want to kind of carve out, but still look super glowy and bronzy, like even the sides of the nose. And then for blush, I have been loving, again, this is like an oldie but a goodie, the Too Faced Sweetheart blush in the shade Peach Beach. And I'm kind of just like focusing it on the cheeks and then blending it back. And a little bit over my nose so I look like sun-kissed. So then for highlights, I have been using this Laura Geller Gilded Honey all summer just because it's like the perfect gold. It's so, so, so beautiful. And I don't do gold on the lids in this look, so I feel like I can like lather my face in gold and not look like I overdid it. Okay, so that's not really blended, so then I go back in with that same fan brush and blend everything together. So for the lower lash line, I'm just gonna go in with the exact same shades that we used on the top. So I'm just starting with Butter and Pooter. I just mix those together. And I take a flat definer brush and I'm just pressing that into my lid for like a blown out lower lash line. Now when I do this look at night, occasionally I will go into like these darker browns over here and I will press those really close to my lower lash line and then kind of like meet them up here. And because I have lash extensions, I don't really think it's necessary during the day because I already think I kind of have like, it seems like I have a lot more makeup on than I do because of the lash extension. So if you want a heavier look or you want to transition this into night, it's always a great idea. And then I still do the same with this. I like meet it on to the upper lash line so it doesn't just look like a harsh line. So that is that. And then I'm going to go in with a coat of mascara just on my bottom lashes. If I didn't have lash extensions, I would probably put them on my top. But again, you don't have to. Just a really thin coat. I don't feel like I need a ton with this look. Perfect. And then for lips, I'm going to line my lips with my favorite liner for summer. It's the Makeup Forever 1C. It's just like a perfect pinky nude. And this lip combo has been my go-to. I then use the MAC lipstick in the shade Creme Cup. And then I've been loving the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Apple Strudel. It's like a bright pink. So then to finish everything off, I just go back in with the Smashbox primer water, just to kind of lock everything in place. Okay guys, I hope that you like this look, this super bronzy, glowy skin, super easy to achieve tutorial. I love it. I've been wearing it all summer. We'll be continuing to wear it all summer. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and as always, please like and subscribe. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.